Kilpailussa mukana Ramirent. Kotikatsomon eväät tarjoaa Kotipizza.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some more disc golf media coverage. We have made it to the exciting conclusion of the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour. We are here at stop number 5 in Tampere, Finland. I'm Tony Ferro.
And joining him, Connor Wood, a really exciting stage here for these competitors to find the conclusion of the first two rounds as we move into this last one. One of these men will be named your Tampere champion here today. The temperatures are continuing to bounce around 10 degrees and having the windiest day of the three here today. The rains have disappeared, but I think they will still be finding some trouble. We'll see how they approach it. We have up first on our MPO lead card, Teemu Talikainen, currently holding the lead through the first two rounds. He's managed to get himself a little bit of buffer in the strokes. We'll see if he can maintain that.
And next up, Joona Heinanen. He's been with us since the beginning, 1024. This guy throws some bombs.
We have joining us for the first time in the Tampere coverage, Mikael Häme, 1021 rated. He had a hot round in two, really pushed his way up there, worked hard, got a ton of strokes, and managed to jump up the leaderboards.
And last but not least, coming back from the feature card, Joonas Aalto. All around game from this guy. Can't wait to see this exciting round 3 coverage.
And as we take a look at the standings, we see Teemu holding his first place position, going 5 under in round 2 for 12 under total. 3 strokes behind him, Joona. 1 stroke behind Joona, you find Mikael. And then past them, a few players tied for 4th and beyond.
Well, let's kick into it. Hole number 1 coming at you like a shot to the gut. Par 4, 241 meters. This thing has trouble everywhere. Gotta first penetrate this tunnel, land somewhere in the opening, but don't go OB as it is on right and left side. Set yourself up for the second 100+ meter approach shot. Just beating these last 2 white trees late gap to get onto this green. If you can say you got a birdie here, you have done a special thing, my friend.
Alright, we have Teemu up first to the tee to get us started here in round 3. Highs a release out of the hand, and that looks to be flattening nicely. Didn't get a ton of distance, but controlled the height and the angle very well, and he's in dead center fairway.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more on this kind of a course. Plus the wind, plus the rain. This is going to be interesting conditions. But Joona coming out with a bang, putting one dead center fairway. Great first drive.
That was smooth. We see Mikael now. Looking to play perhaps with a bit more stability. Really turned that one over and got a full flex out the end. That was a great shot.
All right, we got 3 good ones right out the gate. These guys came to play today. Let's see if...
Lead card, baby.
Yeah, right. Let's see if Joonas can finish out the card with a nice clean drive. I think that would be one of the only cards of the day that could say that.
No pressure, Joonas.
A little low.
A good shape from him as well. I think he's similar to Teemu, where he hit the gap nicely, didn't push the distance too much, but he should be right in the center. I would say those two further back, we're going to see Teemu and Mikael likely playing for par. And Joonas likely playing for par here.
Yeah, it looks like he has a putter in his hand. Just going up the fairway as much as he can, trying to stay in a straight line, but that drifted right. He's going to have to do a little scrambling now.
See if Teemu opts for a higher speed disc and tries to bite off some more. I think he will.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of line you want. Late stand-up, turnover. On the right side of the fairway, you're going to have an easy sidearm approach or backhand turnover, whichever way you feel. Joona up next. looking to get a stroke back early. Coming in hot.
What a shot. Can he sit it down?
Oh, man.
There
That
we go.
is in the circle in 2. He is going to be looking at an early birdie to start it off. Mikael now. That looks overcooked right out of the hand. Yeah, he's going to be on the right side fairway, just behind a tree. Is it a bush?
Hard to say. He definitely entered the tree line.
Yeah.
We see Joonas here is in jail.
Would you call those trees or bushes?
It does part at the base, right? There's no one trunk, so if we're going technically here, I'd have to say a bush. Splitting at the base, there is no trunk of that potentially tree. We see Joonas after his pitch out hang out on the right side, get a little bit of a fade up to the green.
Yeah, that should be 6-meter putt to start him off. Teemu up now, looking to get up and down to secure his par. Looks like he has done just that. That is in the bullseye.
That nice little forehand hyzer that you mentioned being offered to you once you play to that right side fairway.
And Mikael up now, looking exact same shot. And that is park job.
Solid. I do believe that is for Mikael's par. We see Joona now for a birdie to get us started on hole 1. This would really go a long way.
Oh, nose down.
To try and set the pace there, that would have been a great one to catch up to Teemu right off the bat. We'll see Joonas now for his par putt.
Oi, just a little early on the release. And he will have to settle for a double bogey to start him off. Unfortunate.
Of course, yeah.
But it's nothing we haven't seen before, especially on this hole.
And surprise, surprise, came in as the hardest hole of the course here again today, averaging a 5, exactly 1 stroke over par in round 3. No birdies here.
It is one way to start off a round. That is quite a difficult hole. But one that is equally difficult to birdie, maybe not so difficult to bogey, but hole 2, par 3, 124 meters. See, this is a humongous backhand righty hyzer shot. Need to get something up real high, slightly understable, and start having it pan left immediately. If you can get on the green here in the circle, you have done something only a few can say they've done.
It seems like many people who throw off this tee aren't really happy with their shots. It turns out pretty great though when you have a nose up sawed off hyzer. As we see Teemu just crush the hyzer.
That is exactly fantastic. That's a good shot. That's where you're gonna end up with a good throw. An amazing throw will get you on that green, but a good throw, you'll get on that dance floor circle too.
Oh, this has some heat. Oh,
look at that.
He hit the second tier, not quite the third top one, but he got over the first wall.
And
we'll be putting from, I think, about edge of circle.
That's the first time I've ever seen somebody land up there before. That's pretty good.
He has enough snap. There
and
you
we
go.
Got another.
Mikael, hearing you say that
looked
sneaking
clean
his way
too.
up there.
Mikael just threw that real nice and nose up, floaty, and that came in clean right on that green. That's an amazing throw.
We'll see Joonas now try to match that line. Also using tons of height, looking like it's fading out on the inside. A good example there of not a bad shot by any means, but showing what a normal shot tends to do.
Correct.
Falling short of the wall by a good 10-20. Oh, he's closer than I thought. He has a circle to putt here.
Uphill. Look at how much D that is, though. That was still 15 at least uphill, feeling like maybe 20.
I would agree. A good bid by him to give it the height. Just couldn't quite snag chains, so we got Teemu.
Good
Also,
bid, just a little low. But that, like you can see, it's the basket's still way over your head from that position.
All right, definitely. Well,
Oh, Joona. Come on, buddy. 2 opportunities that have been missed on the first 2 holes. He could be 1 stroke back right now.
and Mikael can tie himself up with Joona here. That's the closest I've ever seen anyone get.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even believe he's there. That's crazy. Crazy
And it looked
good.
effortless. His form off the tee, just very casual. Like you said, smoothed one out there, used the angles. And what a birdie for Mikael Häme on hole 2 to get us started.
Yeah, really nose up, floaty, hyzer shot, really cool angle, and yeah, even got a little skip on the grass. Yeah.
As the rest of these guys tap in their pars, this one showing why it's a separator. You need a fantastic shot and a fantastic putt. If you can get yourself as close as Mikael did, then the putt will come a little bit easier, but by no means an easy hole. We got our first birdie on the books.
Well, I think we're going to get a couple more here on hole 3, par 3, 94 meters, wide open fairway off the tee, just curving slightly left to right. Gonna see lots of sidearms from these guys, trying to spike it in here, get as little movement as possible. Do have that berm behind the basket that can stop potential ace runs. This is a birdie you want to get. There's not many of these on this course.
No doubt, this is one of those must-get birdies for these top caliber players.
Totally agree.
We got Mikael up first, shaping the hyzer forehand. The ones that look like they're fading out a little bit early normally are the best, and there you go.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. That will be 2 birdies in a row for Mikael. I can spoil that one for you now.
Tony, come on. The people want the suspense, the mystery, you know?
I can guarantee you he is not missing that.
Another great shot off the tee there, swinging in nicely, just a little bit short, but well within the circle. I think good correction from previous days where they were overturning a little bit too straight. I think they're all making that good correction to the hyzer angle.
Maybe a little overcorrected by Joona, sawing it off a little bit. He is going to be in the trees, round circle's edge, but still a birdie putt.
And Joonas also going very high. We'll see if it's too high. Nope. Gets it right up nicely, beating that final tree, short right, and we got 4 birdie putts.
Salute to you too, sir.
Nobody could see, but I saluted him back.
Come on, Joona. There we
Joona.
go. Not missing 3 in a row. This guy is dangerous on the putting green. Few early hiccups, but I expect nothing short of perfection from here on out from that man.
It's a tall order. We got Teemu now, searching for perfection, get himself started. For that perfect hole 3, he had a great shot off the tee, and now to capitalize, to put himself at 13 under, he will remain at 12.
Oh, wow.
As he looks to be finding his par.
Just looked like a little bit of rotation on the upper shoulders there. Just squeaked outside of his frame, and he missed that inside left. Unfortunate, but Joonas will not be missing that one, and he'll be taking the birdie, getting a stroke back from hole 1.
As we see Mikael finally. Can he get the birdie? Hey-oh!
Hey-ya!
As he is now 2 under through 3. Great start for Mikael here. Tied up with Joona, 4 ahead of Joonas.
Hole 4, par 3, 118 meters. Pretty wide open fairway off the bat, but then we start to bottleneck as you come in here to the tree line. Players are going to either be pulling a sidearm or backhand anhyzer, trying to push that back tree line and bring it into the right, coming into this green. It's a bit fast, there's nothing really around. You can get a lot of skips and rollaways, or just air it through and flex it out past the basket.
When these guys do find the right line and turn it over and get the full flex out, it is a beautiful flight. We'll see Mikael up first. If this can manage to get right enough, I don't think so. He knows it as well.
Yeah. He's going to be in the tree line, scrambling up and down, trying to get it there for par. That is true, though. You need to get that late turn on the disc. It really has to look like it's going into the trees back there, and then start to fade, just like that.
And Joona has been showing us this line all weekend.
My gosh, that's awesome.
He does it again. He plays catch with the tree on the green of hole 4 rather, sorry. That's a great shape from Joona. Really has a good command on this hole.
Yeah, that type of a shot is not easy. A late turning backhand is very, very difficult to execute. You have to work the disc properly there. And so we saw Joonas. That's how you miss when you don't get the anhyzer angle correct.
And our leader now yet to find his first birdie.
Oh, but
round
this looks
3.
good. Turn, baby. Oh, catching some cabbage late.
Just a little bit too slow turning, but a good throw. Was very close to hitting that final gap, and absolutely a decent bid from way down there on the tee. I think he'll be alright with that, but it does look like it will be likely another 3 for Teemu as his competitors try to chase him and catch up those strokes. We see Joonas now. Oh, going through 2 sets of trees and finding one on his way, a little bit shut down. This looks... Do you think he's running this, Tony?
I don't know. I doubt it.
But look at the height. Little half bid. Great control, and puts himself up there. Stress-free 3 on hole 4. That is going to be just fine.
I was going to say, from round 2, anything is possible from that man, but looked to be just like a layup there. Joonas was giving that a go, trying to save the par, but unfortunately coming up a bit short. Here is Mikael now. Oh, this looks like still a birdie chance.
Looks like he fought through very nicely. Throwing a bit too straight, I think, right at the end of the flight, though it was moving pretty much forwards. Doesn't look like he got too much leftwards fade.
No, that should be just
Joona
a routine par.
For the birdie here.
Taking a stroke on the card.
Great putt and a great tee shot, shaping it to perfection and throwing deep of the basket on this 118-meter turnover. A really impressive display there by Joona, showing us how it's done.
That was absolutely fantastic. Let's see, Mikael now to clean up the par. Oh, yeah. Got a little nervous as it started pushing left, but...
Was a little bit fluttery as well. A bit of wobble out of the hand, but well within the chains. Didn't matter as we see Joonas taking his bogey. Unfortunately unable to get to the green off his second. Had a long putt for par. Didn't quite make it. And Teemu taking a stress-free 3. Our leader still holding his position, but Joona is right behind him there.
Well, let's move it into hole number 5, par 4, 262 meters. Small little gap to hit off the tee, but then it opens wide up. Gotta try and get your tee shot as far left as possible to open up this second shot. As we come into the green, it will start curving left to right, have to find this hole or you will be scrambling through the trees. This is not an easy par 4 to get. 2 huge drives are needed to get onto this green.
This is another one where, in order to find that elusive birdie, you just need absolute perfection up to the green. We have Joona up first. We'll see if he can find that perfection here. That big swinging hyzer. I like the height and the swing on this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, as we've seen before.
Familiar landing zone.
Yeah, those small pine trees or evergreens. I'm not sure which ones they are. I'm not the tree expert here. But yes, those small ones are the spot to be.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that was a great kick for Mikael. It's going to be a little short from the landing zone, but after that kick off the tree, you're going to be happy with just about anything.
And he was absolutely in trouble without that kick. Very fortunate to push himself back to the middle.
Teemu up now, looking for a birdie. Slow start for Teemu.
We'll see if he can get left enough here. Definitely got a ton of distance with that nice hyzer flip. He's not as left as Joona, who's opened up that angle, but he's definitely way up there and should have a good chance to try and shape something in.
I agree. It's going to probably take a shot like hole number 3, I believe. Or big Anheuser, let's say. Just turning it over and holding the line, but it's going to be a long one for him. And Joonas as well. He's coming up a little short, but he got more left than we saw Teemu. So we'll have to see. Approach is huge on this hole.
We have Mikael up first.
That's
tree
too inside.
direction. This is looking
That's not good.
like another potential misrelease, and you see he's not happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how much he's left with and from where. Joonas now. Also, I'm sure trying to find some birdies to right his round.
Yeah, that's gonna be. That's
This
not
is
bad.
definitely
It's
wider,
gotta start
yeah.
panning though. Yeah, that's
but
fine.
Even without the max distance, he's putting himself way up there in the fairway. A long look for birdie. Even just to find the chance here to give yourself a look is a good result. Teemu in a great spot, actually. I thought he was
Way
not
better
left
than-
enough, but
Yeah, I agree. But
look at
that
this
is a
shape.
Flippy disc. Holy cow.
Wow.
Hyzer flip Annie turning forever.
I think he threw about 110 off his first shot off the tee. I believe Teemu just threw about 140, 150 up there. Joona also looking to shape the
baby.
big turnover.
Look
Look
at
at that.
that.
We have 2 birdie looks here on this long par 4.
Well, our top 2 are on the dance floor putting for birdie. Mikael just one back. He is scrambling, trying to get up and down.
Oh.
And he
worked
did
that
squeak through.
Some sort of non-gap. Great scramble to put himself just outside the tree line on the far end. He'll be putting. We got Joonas, a long birdie look.
It's up. No, it's going to be
That is a
wide right.
long look. He gave that a ton of power and still came down a little bit early. Joona for his birdie.
Oof. Did not look so stable on that release. And he yanked it wide right. That would... Unfortunate. And here we can see Teemu is well in the circle. This would be for a stroke on the card. Much needed birdie to get his round going.
The door is open. Teemu walks right through, securing his first birdie of round 3, putting himself to 1 under and getting a stroke over Joona, who is hot on his heels. Great display of showing us how to play hole 5 from our leader there.
Absolutely. Just squeaking it over the rim, but it's in there. Mikael now to save his par with a great scramble third shot, sorry. Attaboy.
What a par save. Off the first tree kick, the errant second shot putting him in trouble. To save the 4 there is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, to say the least, this was not his best hole. Joona now to clean up his par. Unfortunate after that amazing second shot.
You're on hole 5. Question for you. Which hole do you think had more birdies today? Hole 2 or hole 5? 2 being the big spike hyzer with the tiered green. A par 3 but longer. What would you guess?
I would say hole 2.
And you would be right. With 14 birdies on hole 2, only 10 came in on hole 5 from our field. Hole 6 may get a few more.
I think we might get a few more. Got a par 4, 222 meters. Just got to pass that wall of trees on the right side as we dogleg to the right, heading down the fairway another 110-ish meters. You got to find a way into these wall of trees. Get yourself some kind of a look. I'm sure there is going to be something in your way, though.
As we see Teemu up first, riding the momentum of his first birdie on hole 5. He's looking to show us sort of a straight backhand with an overstable disc, just fading out left at the end. Does not try to get around the corner too much, just opens up his angle with a nice leftwards fade.
Now, that's a solid play. It's going to leave you a little bit longer of an approach, but you've done half the job already. You got past that wall of trees. That's the big important thing. And now, you just have to execute that second shot.
Joona also showing, he's been doing the backhand line all weekend here.
Oh, yeah. And here we see the aggressive line from Mikael. Flex sidearm. Just got to get around the trees, and it does.
Oh, yeah.
That is great.
That is great. You can see just a little baby flex out of the hand. Gets it to turn and ride over before coming out with that strong rightwards overstable finish.
And yeah, compared to the backhand, that is going to give you at least 30 extra meters of distance towards the basket.
I'm surprised.
Could be the difference.
It could be. That's what I was thinking. How many of these guys need those 30 meters extra to give themselves the birdie chance? It definitely goes a long way.
I mean, if you think about it, an 80-meter approach to a 110-meter approach is a big difference.
A great point. Totally different feeling.
Oh no.
Joonas with the big cut roll looks for the turnover angle, but catches a little bit too much and rolls back and left. I think he's still within the fairway, but may have a tricky angle on his third. We see Teemu now in a great spot for the backhand.
Yeah, it's looking to be a little blind approach for Teemu here. He's...
Oh,
whoa, no
wow.
way he did that. Oh my gosh, if that would have skipped in, holy cow.
That was incredible. He is parked. Backhand. Our leader is parked on hole 6.
I mean, okay, a bit of luck has to be involved getting inside here when you're throwing it like this. But look at
wow.
No way that just happened.
Joona and Teemu
What?
are just something else this round. They are finding every gap, taking advantage of all the opportunities. Those are the two best shots we've seen to this green.
Back-to-back blind backhand anhyzers parked. Who are these people? Oh, Mikael coming up a little bit short on his approach, but I believe he's still in the circle for birdie.
I believe so. And Joonas also with a good break there off his cut roll, has a little chip forehand hyzer. And you can see just how far it goes to be parked here with this tricky green. Yeah, you still have to shape around the trees on your putt, even just being as close as Mikael is there.
It's true. You could see he had to kind of just float it in there and get a little curve around the tree. Ended up millimeters too short, and it skips off the cage. But
Look
Joona,
at these tap in
Oh my
birdies.
gosh, don't hit your head, boy.
And our leader,
Jeez.
Teemu, maintaining pace, getting to 2 under for the round. He is now sitting at 14 under par.
All right, 1/3 of the round is done. Let's give us an open hole. Number 7, par 3, 97 meters. Just gotta throw it at this humongous hill that the basket is perched on top of. Try to get yourself just a soft reverse skip. Pop yourself on top of the hill and stop you for a birdie. Easier said than done, but we have surely seen it done before.
No doubt in previous rounds, some of these guys making this hole look easy, really nailing that whole soft landing situation that they're looking for. Teemu with a pretty stable disc on Anheuser out of the hand. Slides up a little bit too far on the left, but he is certainly up there and putting for a 3rd birdie in a row. Good shot.
I'm very curious what this disc is that Joonas throwing, because he loves it.
It flies like a mid-range to me, more than a putter, but looks like it has the profile of a putter.
It does, doesn't it? I mean, I just curious. It's so glidey and has so little turn, but I would agree it's probably a mid-range.
Oh,
side on
Mikael.
from Mikael. Oh, but that's wide. That's all right.
Can he get the skip? He comes out the back. He'll have a straddle putt from there.
Yeah, base of the
Pretty
hill.
long
That's
uphill.
gonna be scary.
No doubt. We'll see
This is a
Joonas
putter.
now. If he can find that nice height, that flat landing.
It's too low though. That's gonna be the bottom of the hill. Has a big putt. Has a real big putt from down there.
And we have Mikael up first. Edge of the trees. Pops it up.
Oh,
Can he sit?
sit. Okay.
And the rollaway is absolutely in play here. If you catch the wrong type of metal, yeah, Joona, you can see not even messing with that.
That's smart. I mean, you don't want to
He's-
blow past that thing air ball.
He's 2 behind Teemu, though, who is up on that hill.
I think
with
he's
a
just
decent chance for birdie. Joona may have just resigned himself to losing a stroke on the leader there, not wanting to risk any sort of 4+ situation on this hole. Our leader
would
now
agree.
to further the gap between him and second place. One of the scariest short putts you'll see.
Oh yeah.
So confident.
That's the way you got to do it on those putts. Just like it's not even air behind the basket like that. There is no huge drop off behind there. But I kind of agree with Joonas' play. I don't think that was the time to run that putt. If you blow past the basket and miss, you're for sure looking at a 4.
Yeah.
Better one stroke than 2.
Wise play. We'll see if it pays off for him moving forwards.
Well, we could get one back right here as we come into hole 8, par 4, 225 meters. First shot will be a big backhand righty hyzer, trying to push as far left again as possible to set yourself up for the second shot, which needs to clear this pond with this huge wall right next to the basket. Gotta spike it in this green, but don't get a skip as there is OB wrapped around.
Teemu now feeling it. 3 in a row. He will be chasing that 4 in a row, I'm sure. That big hyzer release. As he swings it all the way around. With a good ground play, he gets a friendly skip up there. I think that's a great spot to be.
He's gonna like that. Yeah, that got way left. Joona up now. He wants to get one back, I'm sure. That is high enough. Is it gonna pan enough? Got some decent ground play. He definitely got the distance. see how far he is left, though.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely need to shape something a little bit more. Mikael now, he's been shown the line. That looks like it has a nice height and hyzer angle to it. Not sure if it has the same distance as the first two, but swings it out center fairway.
Yeah, it looks to be right in between the first two. But Mikael has just such a smooth game. Just looks effortless every time he throws.
I agree. I was going to say the same. We see Joonas now on the tee. And that could be in trouble as he really plays with that rightward trailing. But look at the finish. That must be an overstable
right next
disc.
to Mikael. Yeah, the overstable, really wide rim for sure. That got a lot of ground play. And hey, these guys are all looking to get up and down for a birdie. This is in perfect position. Can this pan enough, though? Nope. Oh, that looks dirty, too. That pond looks... I don't know if you're getting your disc back when it goes in there.
I'm not sure if I'm taking off the clothes to get in there and look for that one.
I think I would just leave it.
All right, Mikael. Perhaps getting a light wind read. Doesn't look like there's too much movement out there today, but this is also very wide over the water. Has to really swing back. He goes long. And
Is
I
that
think...
OB? Oh, yeah, look at the stakes.
I think it is OB.
Yeah.
This second shot on hole 8 really is the moneymaker to get the perfect shape, distance, landing. Land it in soft without skipping.
Teemu's laying it up.
Honestly,
He's
3-stroke lead? That is smart. I
Why
really
not?
like that
Yeah.
decision.
Don't lose a stroke. Let everybody else push. Maybe you gain one just getting the par.
And I think that is a very stress-free par for Teemu. Joona is going for it, but that looks to be a late release. We'll see if it gets all the way.
Yeah.
Splash.
There you go. Smart play, Teemu. He is playing the chess match
He was
to
almost,
a tee.
almost forcing Joona to go for it there.
Oh, he has to. 3 strokes back. He's got to push this one.
I mean,
And
he
now
didn't,
he's
he
gonna
didn't push
lose
the
one.
last on the hill. Teemu almost throwing it in for birdie still.
Jeez.
But Joona, we saw him be a little bit risk averse on the previous hole, pitching up from maybe early circle 2 up the hill to then choose this opportunity to go for it. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, as we see here. He has that big putt. Can he do it? Almost. Like you said, the chess match is in play. It's really a game of decision making and strategy now.
Exactly. But in my opinion, I would have done the exact same thing that Joona did. This hole would be one that I would have attacked on much more than hole number 7. Just as the green is way more favorable here than it is on 7.
A great putt from Teemu to secure his par there. And especially Joona having such a great spot off the tee. He was the furthest hyzer of all 4. Really gave himself the opportunity to find the 3 here, but unfortunately finds a 5 with his OB stroke going into the pond. We see Joonas with the same. And Mikael taking a par as well.
Yeah, it's
a good
the
hole.
final round. It's the final round. You got to push when you think you got to push.
I
But,
think they're going to push this one.
I think this is one that you could maybe run an ace on if you feel like it. Hole 9, par 3, 76 meters. Slightly downhill, but you have a gigantic tunnel to shoot it down. Backhand, forehand, whatever you want to do. Just throw it at the basket, put it under it, put it in. I'll watch both. I'll watch it all.
Right, we have Teemu here up first, our leader. Easiest hole of the day, and that is quick work.
Yeah, that is going to be another birdie for Teemu. And his slow start turned into not the worst front 9.
Absolutely not. Going what looks to be 4 down through 9, birdieing effectively half of the holes.
And Mikael, he is parked as well. That looks to be about 3.5 meters from the basket.
Joona opting for that standstill. Very popular in Finland.
Oh no. That was yanked.
Oh,
But he got lucky. He double tapped.
Yeah, he got a kick out. He will be putting, although not one that you want to leave yourself deep circle 2 on here on hole 9.
Especially when you're 4 back.
Joonas now. Close out his front 9 with a good shot. Beautiful laser right up the front,
There
up
you
the middle,
go.
and bullseye.
I guarantee you he is running this.
You have to.
Guaranteed. Oh, he shorted it. Well, okay, he didn't short
that was
it.
A
It
nose
was
up,
just right
lot of
side.
spin. It was just that awkward distance between a long putt and a short throw. I think to modulate that power really tricky. As we
Very
see
true.
Mikael with a nice birdie putt to put him to 11 under, and he will tie up Joona now, actually. Mikael sneaking his way up there. Joonas trying to right the ship, getting his birdie on 9. And our leader there, would you look at that? 4 under through the front
5-stroke
9.
lead. 5 strokes now. I mean, it's hard to say it's over because it's this course, but that's a nice cushion. I mean, we haven't seen what the chase card's been doing, but
They've been hot, but we saw that Teemu already came in with a lead, and he has just extended it. As we take a quick review of the scores, our leader, Teemu Talikainen, at 16 under, bogey-free front 9. Joona and Mikael at 11 under behind him, and Joonas Aalto with a few struggles, sitting at 5 under. We'll see what the chase card has to say about it, but I think Teemu coming in with the lead and playing such a clean round, you can see he secures his sole first place with a 3-way tie for second. We have Samuel Heinanen from the chase card meeting them at 11 under, and Jaakko Kankare at 6 under through the front 9 has snuck his way to 5th place, right behind that tied leaderboard. Exciting front 9. Make sure to catch us on the back, where we will name our champion.
don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the back 9.